blah blah. I fucking agree. Bring it the fuck on. You think I get scared? Go fuck yourself. I don't even have a shirt. I don't fucking have. I thought I had content planned. Go fuck yourself. I ain't got no content planned. Shitbag. Hey, caught in the rain. Okay. Alright. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front. I thought it was the fucking Megalovania music. I thought it was like bap 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 bap. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Miles. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to me even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Miles, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not... I'm sorry. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been, looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yo, me as fuck. How you doing, Big? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And if you're happy now, but I die at the thought, and I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. Too late, baby! Becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to being in the real world. Thank you for it. You trust me, yeah, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Is this what I think it is? Abso-fucking-lutely, Tina. I'm gonna be a weeb. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if it does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation for clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. That's fucking me. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom before I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. This is so fucking weeb. Sayori's the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the role of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, sorry. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, my boy. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Ooh, damn girl one, you're looking fucking thick. Them titties though, I love the purple hair color, I love that waist. I don't know if there's fucking in this game, but I'm finna put my dick in something. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Miles! I can't do different voices for all these fucking Miles! What a nice surprise! That's what this bitch's voice is. Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the only one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's the only one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody, Sayori says quietly into my ear. Oof. Get away from my ear, Sayori. You know what that does to me. Then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. With the fucking biggest fucking titties. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already met Monika. Is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, Miles. Monika smiles sweetly. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monika. Come sit down, Miles. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Give me that fucking... Give me the titties. Fuck the tea. As Sayori mentioned, it's widened a bit so that there is space next to Monika and one space for Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice that her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said it. Well, maybe, but not for, you, Baka. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and I dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea in fact. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Yo, she's also like strutting to me. She's like, look at them fucking titties. Bitch, I'm about to, She's like, look at that. Like, why do you pose like this if you're not trying to fucking show them titties? Like, come on. Come on, stop acting so coy, girl. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I don't read, man. I don't. Don't let yourself get... sorry, this is Monika's voice. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Bitch, you ain't gotta impress me. I'm all about you. I'm all about you. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that... You know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay! Don't be embarrassed! We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone! Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the other major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, whenever she does this, I'm gonna fucking... well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing about arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get me into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika's really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Miles, what kind of things do you like to read? Bitch, just kiss me already, alright? Fuck this small talk, just get at me, alright? 93 only today, I'm down. I'm actually down a good bit, so like, that's good, I'm fine with that. Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's eyes suddenly perk up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. I still got dick, you know what I'm saying? What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Ooh, she's flirting with me. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story is such a foreign world is equally impressive. Sorry, I'm losing it, guys. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. Yo, this dude is me. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right.
That's right! That's right! You usually have to, write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the club. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give it back!
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience?
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you just share some of your work, you could set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I've wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Ha! Okay, I have an idea for everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Miles?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, wait, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wanted to join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But
I'm sorry, I thought... Miles? Yeah, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Miles, I'm looking forward to seeing how you express yourself.
It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think the favorite will like. Sometimes, something good might happen, whoever likes the poem the most. Okay, I'm gonna do a horror one then. You know what I did alone. Journey and swimsuit ambience. Yeah, I'm going for purple bitch. Straight purple bitch. Ooh. Incongruent. What the fuck? Milk. Milk, cause this bitch got them milky titties. Oh, fuck. Playground, poof, imagination, friends, kiss, nature, disown, death. What? How is that? Alright. Melancholy, scars, suicide, insight. Melancholy, yeah. I want entropy. Yeah. Intellectual, yeah. Vivacious, yeah. Contamination, yeah! Aura, yeah! Depression! Oh. I was on a roll. Pain. Oh, fuck. I don't know what the difference. Broken. Ah, fuck. Desire. Shame. Oh, fuck. Raindrops. Climax. Oh!
Hi again, Miles! Glad to see you didn't run away from us.
No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Miles. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me that you don't even want to join any of the clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying, Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Miles always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Woo. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? No. I actually, ease up, fucking, whatever, Sayori, fuck off. I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Miles can become good friends, too. Oh, we're gonna become more than good friends, baby. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Sayori made it seem like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? What do I do? Sorry, with doing all these voices, it's difficult. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more. I definitely am. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book she'd lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the very first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Guys. Settle down, boys. Settle down, boys. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I was rereading a bit of this, so... That's, the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you came into 2 copies of the same book. Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Miles? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to that protagonist, they're made out to be this naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's the literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get to the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm gonna fuck this bitch. I'm gonna fuck this bitch now. Ooh, yeah. Spoiler, you get arrested for hanging around the school. Nah, you know what I like about these... I get older, they stay the same age. You know what I'm saying, boss? FBI, open up! You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it. That is reading in a company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open up and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting today. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my Oh. Wait, bring the text back. What did I do? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Yes. I'm getting fucking hot and bothered over here. I suppose so. Yuri timidly looks at her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it a little difficult to turn the pages. Here. Settle down, boys. Settle down. Settle down, boys. It's alright. It's alright. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a book and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips open her side. I'm getting a little hot and bothered. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit strange for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? No, I'm not used to this. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. That's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the pages. Instead, I just assume that if she finishes the page before me, so I turn the page by violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the pages almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side. She catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a little silly, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But also second guesses a lot of the things that she says or does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Miles, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Guys, another nut's coming on, I think. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone! I think it's time that we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. Just show me a fucking titty is all I want. Who should I show my poem to next? I literally don't give a fuck. Monika.
Hi, Miles. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or something to do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Miles. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yes, that's right.
I had Monika my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, Miles. I was going to say ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone...
Sorry, sorry, Monika, I wasn't making fun of your voice. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort in.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes something simple and direct, words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively. But allowing people to get something out of it by feel, or letting someone deeply analyze all your nuances, it can be years of practice, while I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry, so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound very confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Monika's going insane. Yeah, she's a little off her rocker.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.